Big changes are happening in the royal family after King Charles made a pretty big decision about royal duties. With both him and Princess Kate focusing on getting better, more family members are stepping up to help out, and you won't believe some of the names on the list. This isn't just a simple game of musical chairs, it could really shake things up in terms of power and influence within the royals. So, why did they pick these specific folks? Let's dive in and find out who King Charles has announced will step in for him and Kate while they recover. Before we get to the names, let's take a peek at how King Charles and the Princess of Wales have been managing their health issues. The royal reshuffle. When Kensington Palace shared the news that the Princess of Wales would be undergoing surgery at the London clinic, they mentioned she'd need to stay in the hospital for at least 2 weeks. It's clear she won't be back to her public duties until she's fully on the mend. Meanwhile, Prince William has decided to cancel his royal events to be by his wife's side during her recovery and take care of their 3 kids. As everyone is keen to hear how Princess Kate is doing, Buckingham Palace has also revealed that King Charles is set to have surgery next week for an enlarged prostate. Although he'll be in the hospital, it's expected that the king will still manage to handle some of his duties from there, with Queen Camilla right by his side to support him as he recovers. These situations show just how ready the monarchy is to keep things running smoothly, even when someone's feeling under the weather. The state councilors are on hand to step in for the king and handle his duties when necessary. This council is made up of his partner and the next 4 people in line for the throne who are over 21. Right now, that includes Queen Elizabeth, Prince William, Prince Harry, Prince Andrew, and Princess Beatrice. Only those who are actively involved with the firm can be councillors of state, which means Prince Harry and Prince Andrew aren't eligible for this role. Prince Harry made quite a splash when he and Meghan announced they'd be stepping back from their royal duties. This big decision got a lot of attention worldwide and was officially confirmed by Buckingham Palace. Their exit from the British royal family back in early 2020 was a huge deal, driven by a mix of personal, cultural, and institutional factors. One major reason for their departure was their desire for more independence. After tying the knot in 2018, Harry and Meghan quickly rose to fame within the royal family. But soon enough, they found the royal life a bit too constricting. They wanted the freedom to chase their own passions and causes without the weight of royal protocol holding them back. This wish for autonomy was especially strong as they tried to create their own identity away from the monarchy's expectations. Another big factor in their decision was the intense media scrutiny they faced. From the moment their relationship hit the headlines, the couple was bombarded by tabloid coverage, which often felt invasive and negative. Meghan, in particular, dealt with some pretty harsh treatment from the press, including nasty articles and racist comments. This constant invasion of privacy and the pressure to keep up a flawless public image really took a toll on their mental health. In various interviews, Harry and Meghan have talked about how the relentless media attention affected them, and this desire to escape the spotlight played a big part in their choice to step back. Racial dynamics also played a crucial role in their experience. As a biracial woman, Meghan faced unique challenges within the royal family and from the British public. The racial undertones in how the media portrayed her, along with the public's reaction, made her feel quite isolated. Harry's acknowledgement of the racism Meghan faced really shone a light on the cultural challenges they had to tackle. The couple felt that they needed to take a more active stand on these issues, but they didn't think they could do it effectively while still tied to the royal family. During this time, Harry's relationship with his family, especially with his brother Prince William and their dad, King Charles III, became pretty rocky. They felt a lack of support in their efforts and found themselves feeling more and more isolated from royal life. Reports suggested that there were plenty of disagreements and tensions within the family, hinting that Harry and Meghan's approach to royal life wasn't exactly welcome. This feeling of being unsupported played a big part in their decision to leave for the sake of their family and mental health. Harry and Meghan were on the hunt for a different kind of lifestyle for themselves and their son Archie. They dreamed of a life that offered them more privacy and a tighter family bond. Moving to North America was their way of escaping the relentless scrutiny that came with royal life. It also opened doors for them in the entertainment industry and in philanthropy. Their relocation to California was all about chasing personal projects and building a more balanced and fulfilling life, far away from royal duties. Now, what about Prince Andrew? Did he also step back from his royal patronages? Let's dive into that. Prince Andrew's downfall. Prince Andrew, a well-known figure in the British royal family, was recognized for his military honors and support of various charities. However, in January 2022, Queen Elizabeth II made a sudden decision to strip him of his royal titles and responsibilities. This drastic move marked a significant decline in his reputation, considering he was once regarded as a respected member of the royal circle. The main reason behind this dramatic shift was largely tied to the controversy surrounding his connections to convicted trafficking offender Jeffrey Epstein, along with serious allegations of misconduct made by Virginia Giuffre. Because Andrew had a close relationship with Epstein, he was closely looked into. In the 1990s, Andrew met Epstein through Ghislaine Maxwell, a British socialite who was close to Epstein and was later found guilty of helping him with his drug-dealing business. Andrew's ties to Epstein were always clear because he visited Epstein's homes and was seen walking with Epstein in Central Park in 2010, after Epstein was found guilty in 2008. People were very interested in the close relationship between Prince Andrew and Epstein, which hurt Epstein's image in the end by leading to a number of false accusations. One of Epstein's accusers, Virginia Giuffre, said that Epstein trafficked her and made her have 3 intimate meetings with Prince Andrew when she was 17. This was the most harmful part of Andrew's relationship with Epstein that came to light. She talked about an event that happened in London. She said that Epstein and Maxwell put her in touch with the prince and then pushed her to do sexual acts at Maxwell's house. Giuffre's accusations were part of a bigger legal fight between Epstein and his co-workers. According to the Child Victims Act, she sued Prince Andrew in a legal matter in New York in August 2021 to get money for the abuse she said she had experienced. Giuffre's claims have been repeatedly shot down by Prince Andrew. In an interview on BBC's Newsnight in November 2019, he tried to answer the accusations, but the interview didn't go well and made the public relations problem worse. Many people didn't like what Andrew said because it was controversial. For example, he said he couldn't remember ever meeting Giuffre, even though there was a shot of the two of them with Ghislaine Maxwell in the background. He also tried to downplay the situation by mentioning his inability to sweat, claiming it was due to a medical condition, in a bid to challenge Giuffre's portrayal of him. Unfortunately, this interview came off as an insensitive attempt to defend himself, and public criticism came rushing in fast. After the interview aired, Prince Andrew found himself facing mounting pressure from the public, the media, and even within the royal family. His connection to Epstein, coupled with the trafficking accusations, turned into a huge headache for the monarchy, threatening to overshadow its reputation. Following this, Andrew announced he would step back from public duties indefinitely, stating that his ties to Epstein were distracting from the royal family's work. However, stepping away didn't quite manage to quell the ongoing debate. By January 2022, the monarchy could no longer brush aside the growing pressure. On January 13th, Buckingham Palace officially declared that Prince Andrew would be stripped of all his military titles, royal patronages, and the right to use the His Royal Highness, HRH, title. It's reported that Queen Elizabeth II herself made this decision after consulting with senior members of the royal family. The announcement made it clear that Prince Andrew would no longer carry out any official duties and would handle his legal troubles as a private citizen. This unprecedented move in recent royal history underscored just how serious the situation had become and showed the royal family's determination to distance itself from the controversy. Taking away Andrew's titles and patronages was seen as a way to protect the monarchy from the negative fallout associated with his ties to Epstein and the trafficking allegations. There had been significant public scrutiny over why Andrew had been allowed to remain in his roles for so long, and this decision aimed to put a stop to the ongoing turmoil. By eliminating his public duties and ceremonial positions, the Queen effectively severed Andrew's formal links to the institution, even though he still had a personal connection to the royal family. In February 2022, just after losing his titles, Prince Andrew reached a private settlement with Virginia Giuffre. While he didn't admit any wrongdoing, he agreed to pay a significant amount, rumored to be in the millions, to Giuffre and her foundation that supports abuse victims. This agreement wrapped up the civil suit and helped Andrew avoid a potentially damaging public trial. However, his reputation had already taken a hit, and his titles remained stripped away. Now, as the father of Princess Beatrice, how will his dismissal affect her image as a royal? Call to duty. A source shared with the Daily Mail that King Charles is keen to get Beatrice and her sister Eugenie more involved in royal events, something that Beatrice is really looking forward to. Looking back at her past contributions, it's clear that Beatrice has experience in supporting the royal family. For instance, she participated in the Royal Maundy service in 2012. Even though she attended as a non-working royal, her involvement in such an important ceremony showed her commitment to royal duties. Someone close to the York family mentioned that they have a busy agenda coming up and that they need to increase the family's visibility at social events like Ascot, Trooping the Colour, and state visits. Insider sources suggest that King Charles is fully aware of the challenges facing the modern monarchy and sees Beatrice and Eugenie as valuable additions to the royal fold. One insider even hinted that Charles is responding to the public's desire for a more evolved royal family. Beatrice, who divides her time between New York and her family home in the Cotswolds with her husband and daughter, is in a prime position to connect with both sides of the Atlantic and bring fresh energy to the royal family's activities. With King Charles at the helm and his plans for the monarchy, it's clear that the royal family is undergoing a transformation, with Princess Beatrice stepping into a more prominent role. The monarchy aims not only to fill the gaps left by others, but also to impress the public with a revitalized sense of purpose and charm. It's pretty clear that the royal family is dealing with a serious generation gap. With not many young members around apart from Prince William and Princess Kate, the family seems to be leaning heavily towards the older side, which makes it tough for the monarchy to stay relevant in today's world. Surveys have shown that this lack of younger faces is one reason why the royal family is losing its charm with the public. Plus, the monarchy is struggling to connect with younger folks because it sticks to traditional media like TV news and newspapers, along with some outdated practices. But it's not just internal issues the monarchy is facing. King Charles is also grappling with a bunch of national problems, like soaring inflation, the ongoing war in Europe, a new prime minister, and the energy supply crisis. And let's not forget the challenges that have come with post-Brexit Britain. Amid all these hurdles, there's a noticeable lack of strong leadership since King Charles has been absent from public events. Though his absence is due to his cancer treatment, it still created a lot of pressure on the royal family and raised eyebrows about their ability to fulfill their duties, especially with the king mostly out of sight. Maybe that's why Prince William, the next in line to the throne, is stepping up with a bold plan to modernize the monarchy. He's already started making moves to stabilize things while also being a solid support for his dad during this tough time. William has made several strategic choices to tackle the internal pressures, including giving Princess Beatrice a bigger role within the royal family. The push to modernize the monarchy has been a known goal for both Prince William and King Charles for quite a while. Insiders say that King Charles has always felt it's crucial for the royal family to evolve and adapt in order to stay relevant in today's society. Given the classic image of the British monarchy and the challenges facing the country, like uncertainty and conflict, Prince William is working hard to connect with the public and make himself more relatable as a royal. But that's not all he's up to. He also has some plans that might lead to a few royal workers losing their jobs. Streamlining the monarchy. Prince William's vision for the future of the British monarchy marks a big step towards modernization. He understands the need to tackle long-standing issues within the royal institution, including family squabbles, how the public sees them, and financial inefficiencies. In our social media age, the royal family is under much more scrutiny from both the media and the public, which has prompted Prince William to take a hands-on approach to secure a positive future for the monarchy. He's not in this alone, though. King Charles is also keen on a more streamlined royal family, preferring a smaller group of working royals compared to what we've seen in the past. Prince William's strategy for modernizing the monarchy includes a financial overhaul, aiming to make how resources are allocated more transparent, even if that means some individuals might be left out. William is also looking to redefine royal responsibilities by bringing in younger members of the family instead of relying on the older generation. He's been passing on some of Prince Harry's former duties to Princess Beatrice and her husband. This shift shows how focused Prince William is on centralizing the monarchy's public engagements with a smaller group of dedicated royals. By doing this, he wants to make royal representation more efficient. A key part of Prince William's efforts to modernize the royal family is putting a stronger emphasis on public service and staying relevant. He believes the monarchy needs to adapt to societal changes and meet the expectations of today's British population. His goal is to enhance the monarchy's role in public service, ensuring it remains a meaningful institution that serves the people. This new approach aims to transition the British monarchy from traditional ways into a more dynamic and engaging presence. Although King Charles did not actively intend for a more streamlined monarchy, circumstances have led to a significant reduction in the royal family's public presence, as several key members have expressed their intention to step back from their duties for various reasons. The monarchy has faced challenges lately and has found itself less visible, prompting discussions about involving other relatives who have not been actively engaged in royal duties like their cousins. Prince William appears to be considering this approach, as he has frequently included his cousins, such as Princess Beatrice, Princess Eugenie, Peter Phillips, and Zara Tindall, in royal events like garden parties. Royal reporter Richard Eden has voiced his opinion that it would be a misstep for Prince William to move forward with his plan to significantly reduce the size of the monarchy. Instead, he believes that William should collaborate with his cousins, including Princesses Beatrice and Eugenie, Lady Louise Windsor, and the Earl of Wessex, to share responsibilities going forward. Eden pointed out that Queen Elizabeth sought assistance from her own cousins, demonstrating that the monarchy is more robust when everyone collaborates as a cohesive team. However, Queen Camilla may have a different viewpoint on how to manage the royal institution compared to her predecessor. Queen Camilla has been a steadfast figure within the royal family for many years, and her response to William's proposals has been one of astonishment. This reaction is significant. With her extensive experience navigating royal life, she understands the delicate balance between tradition and modernization. Serving as consort to King Charles places her at the forefront of these discussions, and her insights underscore the complexities of adapting the monarchy to meet contemporary demands while still honoring its historical legacy. Since King Charles's cancer diagnosis, Queen Camilla has taken on an increasing number of public engagements, often stepping in for her husband. She has acknowledged that she knows her role as a backup for the king, yet her responsibilities have expanded as both he and the Princess of Wales have stepped back from public life for treatment. For instance, she recently delivered a speech on behalf of King Charles during a visit to the Isle of Man, communicating that while he could not be there, he had sent her with his message. Overall, as the royal family navigates these transitions, Queen Camilla's active involvement signifies her commitment to supporting the monarchy during this challenging period, while considering the potential for a more inclusive and collaborative future among royal family members. Queen Camilla's role in shaping the future of the British monarchy is becoming increasingly significant, particularly as Prince William implements his strategic plans to modernize the institution. This modernization effort encompasses reforms in financial management, role restructuring, and enhancing public engagement, all vital for ensuring the monarchy remains relevant in contemporary society. Camilla's involvement in these initiatives highlights her importance in helping the monarchy adapt to modern expectations while maintaining its stability and relevance. The collaboration between Prince William and Queen Camilla is anticipated to be crucial in navigating the monarchy through both internal conflicts and external pressures. Interestingly, their relationship has evolved significantly since their first meeting, which was marked by tension. Their bond strengthened notably after the departures of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, as they found common ground while supporting their respective partners through cancer treatment. This shared experience has fostered a sense of unity and collaboration between them, positioning them as capable leaders for the monarchy's modernization efforts. Princess Beatrice's role. Princess Beatrice, King Charles's niece and Prince William's cousin, has not been as prominent as other members of the royal family. However, William has made a concerted effort to involve her in royal duties since Harry's departure, which aligns with his broader plan to engage younger cousins and diversify the monarchy's representation. This move seeks to address concerns about the monarchy being overly focused on its older members, reflecting a desire for rejuvenation and modernity. Even though Princess Beatrice is currently less visible in royal affairs, experts suggest that she may not transition into a full-time working royal role, especially considering Queen Elizabeth's past stance and the precedent set by Prince Harry. When Harry and Meghan stepped back, the Queen made it clear that they could not pursue a part-time arrangement within the royal framework. Similarly, while Beatrice works as Vice President of Strategic Partnerships and raises her children, it is likely that she will not be expected to give up her career entirely to assume full royal duties, despite Prince William's aspirations for her involvement. The challenge of balancing royal responsibilities with personal careers is a key consideration for Beatrice and her cousins. As the monarchy evolves, there is a growing recognition of the need to adapt to modern work-life balance expectations, allowing royal family members to pursue their professional endeavors alongside their royal engagements. This approach could offer a more flexible model for future generations of royals, potentially revitalizing the public's perception of the monarchy while maintaining the essential traditions that have defined it for centuries. It's crucial to consider the impact of Prince Andrew on his daughter, Princess Beatrice, particularly given his significant media criticism and the loss of his royal titles due to the Epstein scandal. This situation has also cast a shadow over Beatrice's status within the royal family. Despite not holding an official title, Beatrice acquired a title through her marriage to Edoardo Mapelli Mozzi, who inherited an aristocratic title from Italy. As the monarchy transitions into a more modern era following Queen Elizabeth's passing, Beatrice appears poised to take on a more active role. Recent announcements from King Charles and Prince William regarding her new position have surprised many observers. Prince William's plan to modernize the monarchy includes redistributing royal responsibilities, notably shifting some duties from Prince Harry to Princess Beatrice and her husband. Beatrice has already shown her willingness to engage in royal duties, stepping in to represent her cousin, the future king, at various events. This commitment reflects her desire to become a working member of the royal family, despite not being officially recognized as one of the senior working royals. Her participation in significant events like the Earthshot Prize signals her eagerness to establish herself within the monarchy. With other family members opting to step back, Prince William likely feels relieved to see Beatrice and her sister Eugenie ready to fill the void. A royal commentator noted that this situation offers a glimpse into the future. When William eventually ascends to the throne, he may not have his siblings alongside him, but he will have a loyal group of relatives to support him. Beatrice's public appearances have sparked speculation about her assuming official royal duties alongside Eugenie. Reports indicate she has been called upon to assist, especially as Prince William focuses on his wife's recovery from cancer and his father's ongoing treatment. This evolving role for Beatrice may represent a significant shift in how younger royals are perceived, potentially making her an integral part of the modern royal family as it adapts to changing public expectations. When compared to the late Queen Elizabeth's stance, it seems unlikely that Princess Beatrice will assume any official royal responsibilities. Although she does not receive public funding for her activities or security like other working royals, she appears to have the backing of Buckingham Palace for making more public appearances. In 2024, Beatrice participated in television interviews discussing her charity work, all of which must be approved by Buckingham Palace. She has also engaged in minor duties, such as when she joined Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh, at the traditional Royal Maundy services in York. During that event, Beatrice interacted with parishioners, accepted flowers from the public, and assisted the Queen in distributing Maundy money to pensioners. As the 2012 Summer Olympics approached, Beatrice greeted the Olympic flame at Harewood House near Leeds. In 2013, she and her sister represented Britain in Germany. During a visit to the Isle of Wight in 2014, Beatrice paid homage to Princess Beatrice, the island's former governor, who was named after Queen Victoria's daughter. She also joined her father for an official event in the United Arab Emirates on November 24, 2014. Beatrice participated in a vigil alongside her sister and 6 cousins around Queen Elizabeth II's coffin during the official mourning period on September 17, 2022, at Westminster Hall. 2 days later, she attended the state funeral with other relatives. With King Charles III now on the throne, Beatrice's position in the line of succession allows her to potentially serve as a counselor of state, a role that would involve carrying out official responsibilities when the monarch is unable to do so. A source within the monarchy notes that Beatrice and her sister are charming, beautiful, and comfortable in public and charity settings. However, the long-term sustainability of this arrangement remains uncertain as both princesses have careers and commitments outside of their royal duties. A royal insider revealed that while they have been quietly supporting charities, they also have personal lives that limit their availability for official royal engagements. Despite her occasional appearances at royal events, no official roles have been designated for Princess Beatrice by the royal family. The increased involvement of Beatrice may not be universally welcomed. Nevertheless, at 35 years old, she is generally regarded as a non-working member of the royal family and is expected to participate in various significant events alongside her family. This year, Princess Beatrice's participation in royal activities marks a significant shift in her role. The royal calendar for the summer is filled with important events, and given the limited number of working royals currently available, Beatrice's presence is considered crucial. Reports indicate that King Charles desires Beatrice to be included in the guest list for these events, along with her sister, Princess Eugenie, who is also seen as a non-working royal. With only a handful of senior working royals available, they will need to take on more tasks while both the monarch and the Princess of Wales recover. Princess Anne, the Princess Royal, is expected to play a key role in covering for her siblings. Known for her dedication and work ethic, she completed 457 engagements in 2023, earning a reputation as the hardest-working royal. With her experience, Princess Anne is prepared to ensure the smooth operation of royal affairs. Additionally, the Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh, Prince Edward and Sophie, are likely to see an increase in their responsibilities, as they have been gradually increasing their participation in royal duties, proving themselves to be reliable and capable members of the family. The senior working royals are coming together to maintain the monarchy's functionality, as Princess Kate and King Charles focus on their recoveries. Their support and commitment to upholding the crown and serving the people of the United Kingdom are evident. The immediate focus is on Princess Kate's recovery and King Charles's upcoming surgery, with the public eagerly awaiting updates on their health and a swift return to full duties. As William navigates these challenges, he may be feeling significant stress, providing him with insight into the responsibilities he will face as future king. With the absence of his brother Harry, one of his key supporters, William is collaborating closely with cousins like Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie, who are stepping in to assist him as he assumes more duties within the royal family. The question remains whether the British monarchy's efforts to adapt are sufficient to ensure its relevance for upcoming generations. The monarchy's ability to modernize and engage with the public will be crucial in maintaining its significance moving forward.